Never make this conversation mistake when you're talking to women, cold approaching them on a date or something. Oftentimes, and this is something that I observe, is that we men, and this is something that happened to me as well when I started dating years and years ago, we having conversations with women that are absolutely boring because we go into a questionary, going back and forth. You ask her, you don't really know what to say anymore. You're a little bit stuck, you're overthinking it, maybe a little bit nervous, and sometimes you freeze sometimes as well. So you ask a question. You ask her, oh, where are you from? She answers you. Cool. Then she asks you back. And then you ask a question. You went, oh, yeah, and where did you study? Or what did you do? And then she's going to answer you again a question. And before you know it, after a few minutes, the conversation is dead, logical, and there's like zero attraction. Because for you as a man, you need to lead the conversation, right? You need to make it more exciting. You have to take the responsibility of it. She will probably not do that. That doesn't very often happen. Unfortunately, right? We have to take responsibility. That is completely fine. So we have the responsibility to take the conversation to make it more exciting, to make it more engaging, to try to find out if you like each other, to build a connection, and of course to move things forward. In the cold approach, of course, we want to move it forward to a date the next day or a few days later, or maybe a second date or whatnot. And oftentimes, this is where it goes wrong. It's too boring. You're in your head, you're not creative, whatnot. So here's a little trick you can use to make the conversation more exciting. When you ask a question, let's say, where are you from? She will be like, oh, I'm from Barcelona. And instead of asking another question, use that information she's giving you. Oh, Barcelona. Wow, that's really cool. I really heard there's a really cool hotel on the beach. It's called the W Hotel. I've never been there, but I heard from people that W Hotel looks like a very weird nose. Is that true? And then she'll maybe giggle because she will understand that stupid joke. And then she'll maybe something say back again. And then you can go for another question. So the goal is to not answer a question with another question. The goal is to, whatever information she gives you, to play with that, to be creative. Whatever comes up to your mind, to express that, to make a statement. That is the goal. Another example, you ask her, what do you do for a living? And she's like, yeah, I'm a dentist. And you're like, wow, interesting. Was this something that you dreamed of when you were younger, looking into people's mouths? Okay, that's a question, but it's a funny question, right? It's a creative question. Then she will say like, oh yeah, it's my passion. And then, oh wow, your passion, cool. I love it because I can see you lighting up when you talk about your profession, and so on and so on. So it's important to make the conversations more engaging and more emotionally. How many times does it happen to you that you go into a conversation with a woman you just met or on a date or on a second date and you just go back and forth and then you go into this loop of boring questions and it's very hard to get out of there because it will make you stuck in your head. You both feel like something's off, and then when something's off, it's really, really challenging to flip it again to making it fun, to making it exciting, and of course, trying to figure out if you like each other just because you're in your head, just because you don't really know how to be a better conversationalist, and so on. So this trick will help you use information that she's giving you in return. You can practice this anywhere. Now, when you go to the pharmacy, you go to the supermarket, you talk to your family, your best friends, play with it. Ask a question, they will tell you something back, and use that information to make a statement, to tell a story, to ask a funny question that goes deeper into it, instead of just keep moving the conversation. A lot of conversations are very parallel. You say something, the other person says something, and it goes back and forth, but it's not really a dialogue happening. It's more like two monologues next to each other. So we want to avoid that. And when you become a better communicator, a better conversationalist, it will be easier for you to make the right connections with the right people. And also, you will understand yourself better. In the end, this is also a journey of self-discovery, right? The more you develop your own skill sets, the better you will be able to express yourself and what you want, and the more you will meet a really amazing person to live next to you for the rest of your life. Because in all honesty, many guys, they come to me and they say, come on, Steph, let's work together. And I ask them, what is your goal? And they tell me, most of the time, they just want to have an amazing relationship. But sometimes they tell me like, oh, I really want to have a lot of fun. I want to go crazy for the rest of my life. And I say, listen, I already know what's going to happen. You're going to have a lot of fun for a few months because you have this amazing tool now that I will teach you to cold approach, to go on dates, to have a lot of fun, to have threesomes, to have travel around the world, to be invited by women, to meet models, to meet whatever. But oftentimes, these men are just looking for peace of mind. So you're going to have a lot of fun for a few months, and then eventually you're going to meet an amazing girl that you choose out of choice, from scarcity, and then you will start a relationship. But the better you are at this, the better you have conversations, the better you're able to express yourself authentically with good intentions that you can show your true self. Communication is a bridge between two people. And if you're not able to communicate your values, your intentions, what you want, and that goes from the cold approach to a few dates in a relationship, how will you be able to connect and live with the right person next to you? Exactly. So we want to become masters at communication, learning the whole thing from eye contact, from talking, from using your voice, from knowing how women are, understanding their psychology and playing with that and building the right connection. And of course, do that with a very masculine frame. So I hope this little trick is something that helps you. I have a video under here that I talk about my transformation and that I show you the transformation of all my clients. If you're also stuck in your dating life or you want to get to the next level, I would love to hear your case and I would love to help you to become the best version of yourself so you can date the woman of your dreams. Have an amazing day and see you in the next video.